More good news to update on the Alien Enemies Act application, but this good news also comes with the I told you so moment on behalf of Justices Sonia Sotomayor and Ketanji Brown Jackson, who told the Supreme Court justices and Chief Justice Roberts that it is not wise of you to keep taking these emergency orders, and you should instead just declare the Alien Enemies Act unlawful, unconstitutional, and inapplicable in the way that Donald Trump has been trying to use it as part of the executive orders as a means to round up random Latino and Hispanic men of all persuasion, all descents, all origins, in an abusive way. And that's what he's doing. And rather than doing that, you decide to say, well, everyone's entitled to due process, which they've already entitled to due process, which we all said, we all agree, everyone's entitled to due process. But we didn't necessarily need to say that, or we could have just agreed that that's the case and still determined that the Alien Enemies Act is unlawful and unconstitutional. Because here's the inefficiencies that it created. Remember I told you that Judge Hellerstein from New York, who was adjudicating the case on behalf of two men in custody who the Trump administration tried to send off to El Salvador. And he said that the people in El Salvador may not speak English. They're entitled to counsel. They may not even know about this class. So what he did is he certified a class. His class that he certified, because the Supreme Court said it's only limited to the people in his district, so Southern District of New York. So that's the class he certified. Around the same time today, also, Judge Rodriguez Jr. also certified a class for people in Texas. And you can imagine that the ACLU is going to find people in custody of brown people who Donald Trump have their eyes on, even, in custody all over America. And I don't think they should even limit it to just Venezuela. I know the judges are saying the Alien Enemies Act is supposed to be limited to people of Venezuelan descent who are part of the TDA. But remember, how did Kilmar Garcia end up in El Salvador prison anyway? He is of El Salvadoran descent, and they accuse him of being a member of MS-13. Totally different gang, totally different nation, but he's still over there. So that tells me that all the classes need to be anyone who's Hispanic. So now anyone who's Hispanic or Latino who is around the world, you only have to be detained in custody. I mean, you barely have to be, but essentially it's kind of like anyone potentially will all have to go for it and show the evidence that I am not subject to this law here. So it's a waste of government resources that created this class. The class is based on all of it. So I guess people don't have to independently do it, but it's kind of like it's a waste. It's inefficient. All they had to do was say, nah, you can't do this. Can't apply the law this way. But they